I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, everyone? Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. How are you all doing? Listen, I hope y'all can see me. If you can hear me, make sure that you start putting your city, state, island, country, wherever you are from in the chat so that I can give you guys a shout out real quick. We are in the middle of some sort of crazy weather event. We have a warning right now that is blanketed over the whole state, and they are telling us we should be inside. So if y'all hear anything crazy outside, or if, you know, the power goes out, I lose connection, that is what is going on, just so you're aware. But y'all know the hurricane is affecting the South right now. So I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. We have our moderators in the house. Anyone that you see with a wrench behind their name, they are here to make sure that you are having a good time in the chat. What is up, Lady D Keys? What is up, Cheryl the Pearl? Okay, I see my fave, my friend. Kevin is in the house. What's up, Kevin? Yes, it is a rainy day, Mildred. Hey, everybody. You are in Florida? I think you said you were in Florida, so you probably are getting it too. Probably much worse than what is going on over here. What is up, Clone in the house? Clone in the house is my blood sister. We have the same mama, same daddy child. So if you think I get on your nerves, don't mess with Clone, okay? So all I ask from everyone, I know that you are dropping your location. What I ask is that just remember, we are from all over here congregating, which is a blessing to be able to reach out to so many people at one time, right? We're all in the same place at once. However, I do want to make sure that everybody keeps it respectful, okay? I don't mind that you have different opinions. I do not mind who comes over to visit my channel, because let me tell y'all something. Sometimes people cannot, they'll have a situation where they can't stand somebody, but it's cyclical. What you can't stand today, you may love tomorrow. So what ends up happening is you alienate people by kicking people out and doing shit like that. So I'm not kicking anybody out. I'm not alienating people, because I know opinions change, just like in real life. Something that you may not like, you end up liking later on. And that is the same thing with these YouTube channels. We are given opinions, and sometimes an opinion may rub you the wrong way. But, in a week, a month, a year, you might be like, you know what, that heifer was right. I'm coming back over and see what you got to say. Okay, hopefully y'all ain't calling me a heifer. I'm trying to lose weight, child. Be tender with me. You know what I'm saying? Treat me nice. Treat me nice. Treat everyone else in the chat nice too. All right. I'm just giving y'all some stuff that really goes on. Let me shout out your place real quick. I see Tampa, Florida is in the house. What's up? What's up? Kevin said it's currently pouring down rain. Yes, it's pouring down rain where I am too. I was lucky to make it home before everything went wonky. But everybody's saying bad weather. Make sure that you guys are staying safe. I had to come home and pull down the tarp and all the stuff that protects you from the sun to make sure that the wind didn't take it. You know what I'm saying? The wind didn't take it with the house. Clone said that they had tornado warnings or tornadoes last night. Okay. Austin, Texas is in the house. What's up? What's up? Virginia, what's up? Chicago, what's up? I see you guys. All right, come on. Jacksonville said hurricane territory. All right, well, we're going to I shouldn't say we're going to make it quick, but we're definitely going to be respectful, right? We're going to be respectful of the weather, because you remember when we were children, some of y'all may remember anyway, if there's some younger folk, what we ended up doing was you had to turn off everything. The phones, the lights, the TV, nothing could play when God was doing his work, okay? Washing the land. You just had to sit and be quiet. That was what I was told. That's what I was told before they found that electrical pole that grounded everything, right? But you're not supposed to use any type of electronic devices when it's raining outside, raining, lightning, thundering. You're supposed to sit back and pray at that point. That was a long time ago. I don't think that happens anymore. I did read some stuff about somebody like mowing the grass with headphones on, which still has an electric current. You're not supposed to do that. Electricity from the sky will hit you in your ears. And yeah, they said that blew the guy out of his shoes while he was mowing the grass. He didn't have good grandparents like me and my sister. Like me and my sister, who used to tell us all the time, turn that shit off. Okay, turn it off. You're not supposed to have that on. Let's see who else is in the house. My Columbus family is in the house. What's up, Columbus? Chicago, one of my favorite cities. Okay, I love Chicago. It has such a great energy to me. Let's see, St. Louis. I lived there for a number of years. What's up, St. Louis? I still miss the food. Someone said, where are the good restaurants in St. Louis? Child, it's all the ethnic places, okay? The French, the Korean, the Asian restaurants. Y'all go to those places. It's amazing. It's top tier. Jamaica is in the house. What's up, Jamaica? You might see me in a couple of weeks, okay? Come on in. Y'all said y'all remember having to turn off everything. That's right. Y'all remember that wasn't just us. We had to turn off everything, unplug, turn off. Okay. There, technology and things, it's improved, but you're still, if you're being respectful, don't go outside mowing the grass with electronics in your ears. That's a bad sign. Let's see. Arlington, Texas is in the house. Look, Cece said, turn it off everything during the storm back in the day was some bullshit. Cece, don't disrespect the old folks. They had a whole lot of things that they were sharing, okay? They were sharing with us, and it just so happens to be true. The last storm that I had, I lost 3 ceiling fans because of the storm. Apparently LED ceiling fans is not good in a location that gets a lot of storms, which I did not know. But we lost 3 ceiling fans. That was not too long ago, maybe a couple of weeks. And we had to replace all of them because they had the ceiling fan and the light. So come on in. Let's see. Palo Alto, California, East Palo Alto, California. Come on in. Welcome. I appreciate y'all coming in. Look, Mildred says she had to sit down and be quiet too, child. Yes, we are telling on ourselves, but you had to sit down and be quiet back in the day. That was what you had to do, especially if you had a super religious somebody in your family. My grandmother was super, super religious. And she was like, shut up, don't talk, okay? Lansing, Michigan is in the house. I said Locust Grove, Georgia in the house. The DMV is in the house. Welcome, welcome. My mother said, God is moving. Be quiet. That's right. St. Louis. Oh, my sister. St. Louis had the best Indian and Vietnamese restaurants. I miss them. You miss going to those restaurants, Vietnamese and the Indian restaurants. Every restaurant I took you to was a 10. A 10. Okay. Let's see what else I got to say. Come on in, y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate every single one of you, okay? Baton Rouge, Alabama. My Yorkie hates when it rains. He's in the corner. Yes, child. The dogs know. I said my dog looked like when he was here, he would go into the hallway where there was no windows. Like he was just instinctively knew to stay away from windows. It was pretty hilarious. Those restaurants were a 10. That's right. Talk it up, okay? St. Louis is, it's still got a lot of work to do, but the restaurants, top tier. I'm not talking about the everyday things, but a lot of those restaurants were great. There was a restaurant called The Kitchen Sink that was like a spin on Louisiana cuisine, and unfortunately, the owner, I don't know what happened, but he lost it. But it was a staple for many, many years, like decades, and he lost it, but it was some of the best food ever. And I pray that that man can figure out a way to get them recipes where they're supposed to be, or open up another restaurant, because he had something, okay, on his hands, child. I used to love going to the damn kitchen sink. Anywho, bump up the thumbs up, child. Y'all know what to do. Bump up the thumbs up. Let me get my little video up here. Bump it up, the thumbs up. Make sure that you guys say hello to me when you come in here. Okay, become a subscriber if you are not already. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. I did a morning show earlier today, and if you missed it, let me show you the thumbnail so you can check it out. Here you go, right here. Okay, this is what the picture looked like. I put a title on it. Destiny said she ain't never heard of gaslighting prior to Lovemere Tunstall and Russell Simmons have been requested in a U.S. court. Go ahead and watch that. There's more stories in there, so make sure that you guys are checking out my stories. I did a Up with Rozay earlier today, so make sure y'all check that out, okay? What else we got going on? I see you, Kevin. RIP to Houston. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I had Houston for 14 years. It was, I'm getting through it, but I appreciate all of you who came to say, send condolences and things like that. I appreciate y'all. So we are going to get into what are we going to do? I think we're going to get into the, blind item. Y'all know the blind item. Let's put the music up first. Okay, my sister said, get it right at DYANAROZAY. Okay, I think I got it right this time, child. Okay, y'all heard the music. We're about to do this blind item. And I think it's fairly easy. Yesterday, I think I stumped y'all a little bit. But today, y'all should be able to get it if you've been paying attention to social media. All right, and here is the question. This living legend enjoyed the New York City nightlife and its infamous Brooklyn cheesecake with the assistance of someone famous. Okay, with assistance, she sent a whole crew to get her a slice after midnight. Who was it? Who was it who wanted cheesecake after midnight and sent people stumping the yard, walking around to find it? All right, I see you. Look, Kevin already got it. It was Beyonce. That is what is being discussed right now, okay? Little light fare for you guys. Y'all see the guy with the coat over his head like that? That's Freddie P. I told y'all the other day to go on to the Tickety Talk and listen to some of those videos that he has, because it's tea. It's a lot of information. But he also shared that when he was on Making the Band, the band, he ended up having to go out after midnight to get cheesecake, and they had to walk to Brooklyn to find it. And he said today that that little outing was because of Beyonce herself, y'all. So I'll show y'all the actual screen, or the video, so you can hear it. Check it out.
Okay, fun fact, a lot of people don't know, that cheesecake we went and got was for Beyonce. She was upstairs the whole time.
So she was upstairs the whole time. So if you had the opportunity to watch Making the Band back in the day, it was a popular show on MTV Music Television. There was a show called Making the Band that Diddy was basically the overseer of, and he had, I think, maybe 2 or 3 groups that came through that television show. He was trying to make stars, basically. Freddie P is telling a story about how he had to go stump the ground in Brooklyn after midnight to find a cheesecake. We thought it was for Diddy himself, but it turns out it was for Beyonce. Beyonce was the one upstairs craving cheesecake after a night of partying and who knows what else, child. Okay, don't you beehive heifers come for me, okay? All I'm saying all I'm saying is, what, you know what I'm saying? You need cheesecake after midnight. You probably got the munchies, okay? You probably got the munchies. A lot of y'all guessed it. Someone guessed Wendy Williams, but the majority of you guessed Beyonce. So it was easier today. Yesterday, I gave you one about Pope Francis, and not everybody guessed it, child. That's funny. Anyway, I see. Best cheesecake ever is Junior's. Yeah, I think they talked about that on the episode too, if I'm not mistaken. Listen, when I travel, wherever I travel, I'm always looking at those TV shows and stuff that talks about restaurants and food, and I make sure that I go to every single one of them. When I went to New York, I went to all of those little places that I saw on the Food Channel, child. Anyway, that is funny. So let's get to the next story. Y'all guessed right. I'll have to come with something just a little harder tomorrow, but let's get to the next story. Let's talk about our forever president, Barack Obama. Y'all, an eyewitness said that Secret Service detail was actually penetrated and that an armed man walked up to an SUV that Barack Obama was sitting in on the 21st of September. So very, very recently, okay? Let me read y'all the story. They said that the armed man just strolled up to the SUV where Secret Service, although nearby, they let him get way too close. Now, a actual rep for Secret Service, I do want to say, did come out and dispute this. They said this is not accurate. They said they cannot provide details on any of their means of protection. However, they can confirm that at no time was a Secret Service protectee, which would be Obama, in any vehicle that they are in charge of protecting, and any person just walking casually down an alleyway. They said that these claims are inaccurate, and the photo in question was upon departure and not during an alleged incident. Now, TMZ is where this story is coming from. I'm going to put the picture up here in just a second so y'all can see Obama in the car. He is looking at the driver or somebody like, wait a minute, mother effer. Okay, he looked like he's about to curse because something is going on. But whoever this eyewitness is, okay, because the Secret Service is actually questioning or debunking the eyewitness. They're saying it isn't true. The devil is a liar, child. Yeah, is what they said. Either way, Barack Obama, they're saying, came inches away from an armed stranger in a Hollywood alley. This is the latest stunning lapse in Secret Service security. We know about the 2 attempts on DJT, and now they're saying this is the latest one in the lapse of Secret Service security. And they said it's absolutely shocking seeing it play out over the weekend. Former President Barack Obama was sitting in the back seat of an SUV around 7:30 p.m. It looks like he was trying to get the hot spot on for his computer. He was sitting outside of a restaurant called Mother Wolf, and that's when they said it was very clear an armed man was approaching the vehicle, and a security guard for a bar mitzvah going on upstairs in the restaurant was the one who saw it and I guess got Secret Service's attention. What is going on? They basically say that after Secret Service was alerted, the man continued to just walk past the vehicle as if he wasn't trying to walk up to the vehicle. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all some photos. I'm going to show y'all some photos. I see y'all over there talking. I'm trying to figure out what y'all saying, though. Hold on. Here is Barack Obama in the car. He's supposedly behind the driver, but clearly something has his attention where he's looking out the window, right? And clearly the driver knows that there's a problem, so he's watching as well. And then they show the car drive off. So someone took a picture of the car driving off, which is right here. So they're giving you, of course, they blacked out or whited out the license plates. Whew. They actually said they had no clue that Obama was actually in the car until they got closer and looked inside the back seat. So he did make eye contact with somebody based on this first picture. So y'all can talk to me. This was 9/21/24, which I believe was on Saturday in Hollywood, in the alley, child. They better cut it out, okay? People are, this is a lot. This is a lot. Let me read your comments real quick. Looks like I have a troll that I'm going to ban. They're probably wanting you to donate to some sort of whatever, Bitcoin or some crap like that. Let's see. Bump up the thumbs up. Absolutely. And I told you guys yesterday in a story that Kamala Harris, or not yesterday, this morning I told you guys in a story that Kamala Harris's office in her campaign office in Arizona had got hit with a pow on Monday night. So it was after 12. There was no one inside the office, but yeah, it looked like they took them out. Do I have on gazelles? Yes, I have on these champagne colored gazelles. I was trying to like mix my look up so that y'all didn't think that I was, my video will look a little different because I did 2 today. But come on in. Washington, D.C. What else y'all got to say? Yes. So basically that's it. We need to make sure that everybody's protected. Y'all already know there's a book out there talking about the KKK and others. Well, at least reports who may have, attempted to do some things to the Obama family. But baby, God said no. Okay. Let's just say that. Nah. The devil is a liar. Okay. Yes, he was looking at that. It's being suggested that he was looking at the person walk past. Okay. Bump up the thumbs up and we're going to get to the next story. Please and thank you. Hold on. Let's get to it. Child, so nasty, so rude. So nasty, so rude. Put in the comments who's known for saying so nasty, so rude, so nasty, so rude. She was actually repeating what Kenya said, but she was mocking her. So nasty, so rude. Who is that? Put it in the comments. That's a famous line. I know Kevin knows. Yeah. Nene, Cece got it. Kevin got it. Everybody got it. So nasty, so rude, boo. It is Nene Leakes. Yes. Let me get her picture up. Child, she is in the news today for having some money garnished out of her account. Okay. Hold on. Get the story back up for you. Here's LA. I thought this was a very attractive picture of LA. But here's the story coming out of Jasmine Brand. I think In Touch magazine was the first to report it. But y'all remember that Nene owned Swag Boutique. I think she had one in Atlanta, one in Vegas, maybe someplace else, maybe in Miami. But she had owned Swag Boutique, right? And when Greg passed away, she turned in her keys and she said Greg's name was on the lease. So I don't owe y'all anything else. I'm not paying anything else. And I think it might have started, shutting down for the most part right around COVID. But baby, there was a judgment. No, I'm not surprised. Look, Ronia said, are you surprised she owed people funds? No, she talked about this. She said, listen, when they came to get that judgment last year in 2023, she said, I didn't sign that lease. Greg Leakes signed the lease and he is no longer here. I can give you an address to where you can find him. Okay. But he's no longer here. So nasty, so rude. But the owner, the people who was renting out that space said, we understand that your late husband, and he's not here anymore, but you do owe Pook. Okay. Pay what you owe Pook. is what they basically said. And they went on to the courthouse and they asked that she be responsible. And a judge said, yes, you are responsible. Nene still ignored the paperwork, though. She said, no, I'm not paying that shit. Okay, I don't know what happens next, but my name was not on the contract, so I don't pay. Okay, clone, don't act like you've never heard this line before. Okay, there's people in the family who you have heard say, I can give you an address to where they are forever located. Okay, they will never move again, child. Don't pretend like you didn't hear that. But yes, she told them that, and it looks like they were given permission to garnish her bank account, child, for $25K in unpaid rent wherever she had these swag boutiques. Okay, so it says that Nene Leakes is dealing with some financial drama, according to court documents obtained by Touch Weekly. The former RHOA alum star, okay, her bank account has been garnished to pay off the debt stemming from an alleged unpaid rent for her now closed swag boutique. Child, they came and got it. Court documents reveal that a Georgia judge signed off on the request by MPG Sugarloaf, the company that actually leased out the commercial property to Nene, to seize funds from her account Truist Bank. Nene, 56, reportedly didn't show up in court to oppose the claim. She said, it's Greg's Leakes debt. I'm not coming, okay? The landlord alleges that Nene owed over $25K in unpaid rent for the space, which housed her boutique from 2007 until its permanent closing in 2022. The boutique had briefly reopened after the pandemic, but eventually shut its doors for good. MPG Sugarloaf is demanding the full unpaid balance plus interest. Nene, however, had a different perspective, previously claiming on social media that she was not responsible for the debt. She said that Greg signed the lease, not me, and he ain't here. Okay. She also said, referring to her late husband who passed away in 2021, despite being served with legal documents and paperwork to her Atlanta home, Nene never responded to the court, resulting in a default judgment back in November 23. While dealing with this legal situation, Nene posted on her IG, and I saw this post very recently. She said, lately my peace has been more important than proving my point, hinting that her mindset was basically the ongoing challenge. She's not worried about what that man wants or what MPG is asking for. And we all know that she has recently returned to work for NBC Universal, and just recently last week, Sunday, making her mark on E on the red carpet. So that is what she has going on. Yeah. Somebody said, Nene is a mess. Yes, Nene said that. That's right. That's right. Y'all know Nene, child. She literally told them to move the F on. I ain't got time for this. Go. You will not get it out of me. And it turns out they did get it out of her with interest. So was it worth it? I don't know. Y'all talk to me in the comments. Was it worth it? People coming for their money. But if he was her husband and he has an estate of any source, can they get his money? I don't know. I think there was a life insurance policy, and typically what happens if there's a debt, but it sounds like the stores were still open after he passed away. They didn't close down on the day he passed. So my guess is that the judge said, you continue to keep these stores open. It looks like you closed for a period of time due to the pandemic. Then you reopen. You were operating solely under you at that point, even though you knew your husband passed away. So we are not going to blame the husband. We are going to get this debt collected. Anywho, such is life. Sometimes bad news follows good news. That's true. 100%. Does not work like that, Nene. Permanent address, yes. Oh no, the garnishments. Okay, child. You be thinking you safe with your little bank account, child, until a judge comes in and says, I'm going ahead and give them people what they owe, Pookie. Give them what they owe. Security, please pay attention for our still in our hearts president. Correct. Correct. Kevin said that her slick mouth got. Okay. Kevin came to my IG and he left. I won't even say what he left. He left some interesting statements about Nene. It was hilarious. But you know what I'm saying? I still like Nene. Nene's one of my faves on reality TV. Just an FYI. 381 of you are here right now and watching. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Only thing I ask, please and thanks, is that you bump up the thumbs up. Go on ahead, hit that like button, become a subscriber if you are not already. Again, I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me, okay? Let's see. Thank you, Show the Pearl. All right, let's get to the next story. Who else we got to talk about? P. Diddy's lawyer. Ciao. Diddy's lawyer says that he doesn't believe that there were actually 1,000 bottles of baby oil found. He also said, I don't know why anyone would need 1,000 bottles. He said, a little goes a long way. A little goes a long way, child. I don't know. Basically, he is on the same boat as a lot of men that we have heard come out lately, including Faison Love, who said Diddy is literally just being raked through the coals for being a little kinky. Okay, they said so he has a huge, appetite for certain things, and they said there's no reason for him to be in jail for it, though, and that is what his lawyer is saying right now, taking an interview with All People TMZ in an attempt to get more people on Diddy's side. I don't know if that is the way to go, child. Stay off of TMZ. What are you doing, sir? I feel like your time would be, utilized better elsewhere. In the meantime, we got 50 Cent, who has an actual inked deal with Netflix, and he's going to put out some version of what he believes the Diddy parties and the F-offs and all the people that were involved. He's putting that out there. That's his get back at Diddy. And we already have one that I think is airing on Tubi as well. And I think that one was actually funded by TMZ. So we don't know what's going on here, but it's absolutely messy. It's absolutely messy. Let's see. Check on your client. Exactly. From what we understand, he is pretending to be Gandhi up in the joint on a whole hunger strike. Can he make it? Can he survive? Okay. He is talking to a dietitian about how to stay healthy. So we will see. We will see. Cece said she takes nothing that Faison Love says seriously. She said that man also said that slavery didn't happen. Now, I did not hear that, child. I did hear, what's that crazy guy name? Put it in the chat. Y'all know who I'm talking about. For whatever reason, I'm going blank. He's a rapper. Who said slavery wasn't real? He was married to Kim Kardashian. I see his face. I don't remember his name. Kanye said the same shit. And now I am being told that Faison said it. Faison was born in where was he born? Not Colombia. Was it Colombia? I think so. I think he was born in Colombia. But either way, he's over here yipping and a yapping. Oh, Lord, yay, Kanye. Okay, that's who it was. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next child. Let's get to the next story. Who are we talking about? Let's talk about Issa Rae. Let's talk about Issa Rae and Amanda Seales. You guys, this was an interesting story to me because a lot of people, we've been having this whole, HR conversation for quite a minute. And I don't know if y'all know, but Issa Rae, who is, I think she wrote and produced Insecure. She had an internet series called Awkward Black Girl which I watched all of those. It was really amazing. I thought she was super talented. I still do. I like Issa Rae. I think she's super talented, but sometimes people don't get along. And right now, Issa and Amanda Seales are on the outs. In fact, Issa says she will never work with Amanda Seales again. And if y'all ever watch the Insecure series, I think it's playing on HBO or possibly Cinemax. Maybe HBO is gone, so it's on Cinemax. It's really, really good. It's really, really good. But I'm going to play some audio for y'all so that y'all can hear what's going on between these two, because they are into it. Amanda and Issa do not like each other. Amanda called Issa out several months ago. I was wondering when Issa was going to snap back. Well, this dates back further than a few months ago. This was when she was actually on the show Insecure. I remember when the whole thing went down on the Twitter, because I used to be heavy on the Twitter. Okay. But baby, that day when it happened, when everything went wonky over there on Twitter, what's that guy's name? Sarunas Jackson. That's the brother of Kiki's baby daddy. And we know that Sarunas and Darius, they got some problems when it comes to women. Okay. But those two are at the helm of it as well. Issa Rae skull dragged Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales is a very intelligent woman, and she speaks her mind. Okay. She speaks her mind. Kevin said that it's currently playing on HBO. Yes. I love that show. Usually when I'm doing like a big Sunday dinner or something, I'll have that playing in the background, because I do appreciate all things Black. I ain't gonna lie. I really do. I appreciate all things, but I especially appreciate all things Black. Let's see. The fallout. So his name is Dro on the show, but the fallout did start with Dro and another person whose name I think is Daniel. He played Daniel on the show. That was who Issa had an affair with when her live-in boyfriend wasn't. It's currently airing. Okay, that was when her live-in boyfriend wasn't paying the bills, feeling bad for himself, and she ended up sleeping with a guy who was in the music business. Dro was the stage name. So let's get into it. I want y'all to hear what actually happened. Issa Rae was at an event where she allowed, people to ask her some questions. And they said, is there anyone that you would never work with again? So somebody who knew the tea, wanted to get things popping over there between Issa Rae and Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales had actually went on to Shannon, right? Onto Shannon's YouTube channel, the one that just got caught with Michelle Chow. What's up, Golden for Life? Nice to see you. But Issa Rae was over there, and someone in the comments or in the audience said, hey, who would you never work with again? She said, I'm never working with anybody who's trying to throw shade at me on a podcast. So that's how it started. Shannon Sharp's podcast. Thank you, clone. She was over there talking. Not Issa Rae. Amanda Seales was over there talking about Issa. She says she's tired of protecting Issa, especially since she never did anything to protect her. Okay. It's a shame that she didn't reconcile the issue. So let's talk about it, because this is actually a little bit controversial. If you are a part of the Love and Marriage Huntsville audience, we have been talking about who should be protecting who. When does this go too far? What should happen in the aftermath if employees get into it, offset, on set, whatever the things may be? When Issa was asked the question, she basically hinted, Amanda Seales could never work for anything that I do again. And Issa Rae is an up-and-coming producer, right? She also have her hands in other things. I think she just put out a liquor line or something like that. But check out what Amanda Seales had to say. Check this out.
So I've never talked about this publicly, because it has always been incredibly important to me to protect Issa. Because I know that Issa is doing something within this business that so few people get to do. However, there's just been enough instances at this point where I should have been protected by Issa and I wasn't. And now it's at a point where my protecting of Issa has become turned on to me and something that people are using against me. There's a whole narrative that is completely false that people keep spinning. They keep saying, that I'm this mean girl on this set, that I harmed these people on this set. I just want to point out something very basic. How can I be a mean girl on a set that ain't my set?
So if y'all didn't know, the entire cast really had feelings about Amanda Seales, even though, when you're watching it on the show, they all seem to get along together. It's like the perfect friend group. You know what I'm saying? It just reminds you of your own, own friend group possibly, or a friend group that you would like to have. So it really felt great, but she was pretty much into it with everybody. And it seemed to have stemmed from an Emmy party that Issa Rae was not at, but her publicist was. Amanda Seales went to the party thinking that she was invited or welcomed. And the publicist, Issa Rae's publicist, whose name I believe is, what is her name? Vanessa Anderson. She told her to get the hell out. She walked her up out of there. Amanda was, kind of protesting, like, is this a joke? Because she thought it was, she didn't think it was serious. And she said, yeah, I don't want you here. I don't like you. And that's when Dro, aka Serranis, and then Daniel, who played the same character name, Daniel, jumped in it. And they started calling her all kinds of names, child. I saw this on the Twitter. Amanda started, getting in there, getting her Twitter fingers together and saying, I just got thrown out of the party and this happened to me. And Dro, Serranis, and Daniel jumped in and was like, oh, bitch, shut up. We're tired of you. Nobody likes you anyway. They were kind of playing off each other, laughing and taunting her a little bit. She was crying her butt off. Hold on. Y'all got some tea. Let me see. Cece said Amanda is draining. She could care less. Mildred said Amanda is socially awkward, but I think that she's talented and brilliant. She's very, very smart. And I think she also said that she might be autistic. So she might have some, social interaction issues. Right. Issa was not even at the party. Issa Rae was in New York during the time. Yes. So I did clarify that Issa was not there. This is a publicist that she hired, along with the talent that worked on her set. Do y'all think that Issa was responsible for mending those relationships or saying, hey, this is what I need to happen next, especially if other people got involved and also started throwing tomatoes and eggs and boo, boo, hiss, hiss, right? Do y'all think that Issa should have gotten herself involved? This is a conversation that we're always having in this sector anyway, the Love and Marriage Huntsville sector, that more people should be involved when people are doing wrong. So I was curious because it's gotten to the point of where, has Amanda been blackballed? Maybe. Is this the first job that she's been fired? No. I think MTV had a similar problem when she was a host over there. So some people may say that's just her. That's who she is. Lisa Love said, I had to take a break from Amanda. I had to take a break from Amanda after that meltdown with the VP, as if they were homies. Adults agreed to respectfully disagree in my book. As far as Issa Rae, what happened between them is just that. Okay, she said, I ain't giving no slack to Amanda. Amanda stated that she is on the spectrum. I do recall that. I remember the same thing you remember. Diana, I'm surprised you mispronounced Kamala's name. Kamala, y'all know her name is Kamala. Please, whatever you do, try to stay inside your skin today. It is what it is, okay? I'm looking at the name and pronouncing. My brain says pronounce it this way because of the spelling. But y'all know I know how to read, and it does take that extra effort to say Kamala because Kamala is spelled differently from Kamala. Okay? But for everybody who heard it, I am going to, find some sacrifice that I could offer to all of y'all. Okay? I'll videotape it. I'll put it on my IG stories. That way everybody can heal. Okay. Now let's move on. Issa shouldn't have gotten involved and spoke. Issa should have gotten involved and spoke with Amanda personally. Okay, well, Issa actually said, it's absolutely not my business. These are two adults who need to figure out how to work it out, even though, like I said, there were other members of her cast, people that she hired, these two, Serranis and Daniel, who did get involved in it, and they started throwing things at her as well. And this all played out on the Twitter. Okay. Everybody is not meant to be friends. Did Amanda get fired for real? She did not get fired from Insecure. She did not get fired from Insecure. She only was, they played it out until the end. And if they didn't tell the story, we wouldn't even know what happened, to be honest. If you go to HR about a problem and they do nothing, you would be mad. So you're saying that you are on Amanda Seale's side, I believe. I believe that's what you're saying. Okay. All right. So let's go. Kevin said, right, Diana, I agree with you. Listen, I don't even know what you're agreeing with, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. So anyway, it didn't stop there. It didn't stop there. They actually talked about the entire event, right? Issa was also asked to explain what happened. She said there was a fight at the Emmys. She explained everything that happened, or at an Emmy party. She said, I wasn't even there. And what I did in order to correct the situation is I asked my publicist to give Amanda a call, and I was hoping that they would just work it out as adults. Otherwise, I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I'm not in it. Okay? Amanda a call. And I was hoping that they would just work it out as adults. Otherwise, I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I'm not in. Okay? Amanda, a call. And I was hoping that they would just work it out as adults. Well, what are you doing? I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I'm not. Okay? Amanda, a call. I had to mute you. I'm not sure what happened. Why did you come up? Come on. Can you hear me? I don't know why Clone in the House jumped on the jumped up here, but she did. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Okay, she jumped back down. Okay, talk to me in the comments, child. I don't know what happened, but you have me on mic and my voice was carrying. Okay, yes, that was you this time messing up, ma'am. Okay. Anywho. So that's what happened. And here's the second part of the audio where we're going to hear Amanda explain that part.
I take the call. Hi, Amanda. This is Vanessa.
Okay. She's basically saying that she took the call. After Issa Rae set the call up between Amanda and her publicist, Vanessa, this is what happened.
I take the call. Hi, Amanda. This is Vanessa. I just want you to know that, so none of this has anything to do with Issa. That's the first thing she says. None of this has anything to do with Issa. So I just want you to know that, but I do want you to understand that it was me who kicked you out of the party. Okay? So I just want you to know that the reason I kicked you out of the party is because I don't like you. Okay? Well, that's all I need to know. There's nothing else for us to talk about, and I hang up. She calls me back immediately. Why do you hang up? I said, because there's nothing else for us to talk about. She says, don't you want to know why I don't like you? No, I don't, because it's none of my business. I've never done anything to you. And for you to put me in harm's way off of literally nothing means that I don't need to talk to you about why you don't like me. You need to talk to your therapist about why you don't like me. And I hung up the phone.
Okay.
So
she basically said that Vanessa didn't call to make peace, to break bread, or any of that. She just called and said, it wasn't Issa who kicked you out the party. It was me. And it's because I don't like you. She responds back, okay. And she's like, that's fine. And she hangs up the phone. Vanessa calls her back immediately and said, don't you want to know why I don't like you? She said, no, that's not my problem. That's your problem. And you deal with it with a therapist, because I could give two shits. Okay. And she said that was the end of it. But that is what happened. And we have these Black women that, you know, they're very smart, very talented. They offer a lot, I think, to the culture. In the space that they're in as young women, and they can't stand each other. So there you have it. And I did have to play it a little bit fast. So that's what you guys hear. That's what you hear. Let's see. Amanda, the entitled perpetual victim. Wop, whoa, whoa. Okay. Wop, whoa, whoa. Sounds about right. I don't have a problem with Amanda. I don't have a problem with Amanda said to the publicist. You don't have a problem with what Amanda said to the publicist, which is okay. Go move on with your merry way. Maybe she hung up mid combo. You think so? Because nobody's calling anybody back that get hung up on. She said, okay, I appreciate it, hung up the phone. And she called her back and said, don't you want to know why I didn't like you? Why I don't like you? Vanessa does sound petty. I have to agree. Vanessa does sound petty. And I would also say, this is my opinion. I know you guys are giving yours. But as my publicist, I don't want you to have that type of interaction with anybody that I hire on my sets, because I need those people to have a certain mind frame when they come on. They should feel safe. They should feel whatever these things are to do the job. And if you, who is a reflection of me as a publicist, you are a reflection of me making people feel away, then I would have a problem with it. That's me personally. That's me personally. I understand that people don't like certain people, and you may say Amanda is petty, but when you work for me, you respect my talent as well, especially as a publicist. Your whole job is to get me in front of people to make sure that people like me. I don't want to have that type of bad energy out there. I feel like I don't think it was the right thing to do. And it almost feels like Issa may have been a part of the I don't like you. Okay. Back in the day when it first happened, I remember Issa coming out and saying some things like, you're still working for me. That's not my opinion, or whatever those things are. But I do think that you need to come in the middle of those type of energies, because usually if I have to call your phone, I'm calling your publicist first. And to even say, do you even want to know why I don't like you? No, I don't want to know. All you have to do, the publicist should be Switzerland. Facts. All you had to do when you called is say, listen, it was a misunderstanding. Even if you didn't want to take full responsibility, there was a misunderstanding. But what I do want to say to you is I'm sorry that you felt this way, and you should not have any more problems for me in the future. I think you set up bad blood and energy between these ladies, and you didn't have to, because you are also a part of the people that get paid, child. You're the help. You're the help. A lot of people are saying that they agree that it should have happened that way. Okay. Let's see. Patricia said she admitted to doing something wrong, y'all. Y'all don't see the issue. HR would have a field day with her. It's called retaliation. You did something purposely because you don't like someone. Yeah, we don't like people. But if it is a cast party and they all got invited to the Emmy party because they were all, up for an Emmy, the show was up for an Emmy, they all come. It's just a bad way. And then to have these two men do what they did to her on Twitter, and I'm telling you, it was nothing nice. They were calling her out her name. They were, making fun of her, taunting her, teasing her. It absolutely was nothing like nice. And y'all know Serranos has a reputation. Okay. So it didn't take me off guard when I heard about him. The Daniel guy did take me a little bit off guard. I was not expecting that from him. That's why Issa should have contacted her personally. She did not. She just said, I'll have my person call you. That's it. Was it the publicist party or an Insecure party? From what I'm understanding, it was an Insecure party. The entire cast of Insecure was there, along with other people. It's none of your business what people think of you. That's right. I believe Issa don't really care for Amanda, and Vanessa has a funky attitude. And had Issa probably talked about Amanda badly. Yes, Denise, let's just say that's true. But as grown folk, do you let that cat out the bag with people that work for your boss, right? I have all kinds of conversations with my sister. I don't expect her to put me in a situation where I am, out and about. And she's like, well, we don't like that bitch anyway, right? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. You're supposed to be able to keep it cute. That's what makes you a professional. Issa took the cowardly way out, in my opinion. Well, she spoke up just the other day when she literally said, I was expecting them to, be adults about it, but she could never work on another set of mine. So she has let that cat out the bag. We'll see if Amanda responds to it. But hey, that's where they were at the time. It just felt bad, and it did not get better since they are talking about some things that happened a long time ago, right? I don't know when Insecure had its last season, but it felt like it was maybe 3 years ago. It happened a minute ago. So if they're still in the same spot, that's not good. That's not good for anybody. Clone said Amanda will definitely respond. Okay, she doesn't have one of those mute buttons. She don't have a mute button, child. She responds, okay? But anyways, y'all, that's pretty much it. I've been on for about an hour, close to an hour. Those are my stories for today. We'll keep watching. Y'all know that Love and Marriage Huntsville is in the off season. It's in its off season, so we be getting these stories as they come and bringing it to y'all. But I like to bring up things that we talk about all the time in regards to Love and Marriage Huntsville, and just see how it compares when it comes to the fan base. Kevin said it was in 2022. That was when season 5 of Insecure aired. Listen, Kevin sounds like a super fan of Insecure. He likes it. That's, again, it's one of my faves. I may start watching it tonight. Okay. And we're going to get some other stuff up for y'all. But I appreciate you guys. And a lot of you feel like maybe Issa could have done something a little different. Good question, Lisa Love. If this was someone else, someone other than Amanda, a higher executive, right? Would she have done the same thing? Absolutely not. We know that Issa Rae has been in a whole bunch of stuff, right? Movies and other things, and I'm pretty sure that it has not gone that way. Kevin said that he is a super fan. Absolutely. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way out, okay? Bump up the thumbs up, everybody. Everybody, bump it up. Bump it up. All right? And I'm going to check you all on the next one. Bye.